Yeah, Max, I guess to start, you guys have seemed to have lost a lot of close games this year against really good competition. Just kind of what's it going to take to get over that hump?
We just got to keep working. We need to be one pitch sharper, and we're really close, but close doesn't count. So, we need to keep going. We need to keep our heads up. We need to keep our chests out. We need to come back and attack the day tomorrow because we got another big opportunity ahead of us. And when things are going like this is when you need to be the most positive and the most forward thinking, and that's what we're going to be here. We're going to control what we can control. We know what we can get better at. We need to be a pitch better here, pitch better there, and that's our standard. That's our standard as a program. We expect to win, um, and we're going to do it. We're going to do it, and yeah, we just need to be a pitch better here, pitch better there.
Was that kind of Josh's message for you guys out in the outfield?
Yeah, I mean, we all know what we're capable of. We all know, you look around our locker room, what's in there, the kind of depth, the kind of talent that's in there, and we are more than capable of winning a lot of ball games in this league, and that's like I said, that's our expectation, and again, it starts with coming out tomorrow and getting back to work and with a positive mindset, expecting good things to happen and conditioning ourselves to win. So, that's the direction we're headed. That's where we're going. Positive thoughts. Good things are going to happen for this group. I can feel it.
I think this is the fourth team you guys have played now that's in the top 8 nationally. Just how big can that be for you guys that you've seen this level of competition heading down the stretch?
Our goal is to win a national championship. And if we're going to win a national championship, we're going to have to beat the best teams in the country, so that's the standard we have to play at. And when you play against good competition, you have to play, you have to take advantage of your opportunities, score. You have to stack quality at bat after quality at bat. It takes grit. It takes discipline. It takes good pitching and defense, and we have all the pieces we need. We have all the pieces we need, and we're going to do it. So, playing against top competition, this is where we want to be. This is where we want to be, and these games count big time. So, we need to keep going. We need to keep elevating our level of play, and we're going to be great.
Thanks, Max.
Yeah, Max, just curious. It seemed like, just an observation, it seemed like Texas was doing a really good job of getting ahead in the count, throwing first pitch strikes, making you guys really work back in those counts. How does that change your approach to the plate, and how challenging is it to do that?
Well, I think if you're a pitcher, that's what you're looking to do is get ahead early in the count. If you look at, a chart of at bat outcomes, when you get ahead early, things happen favorably for you as a pitcher. And so it comes down to when we get in the box, we need to be ready to hit. But credit to some of their guys. They executed pitches. They had a good game plan. But when we step in the box and we're ready to hit, we have a good group of hitters. So it comes back down to just being ready to hit, discipline, and winning each pitch. But you are right. It's a really big advantage when you can get ahead in the count early. That's something we preach to our pitchers for sure. And when you're catching, you can definitely see the advantage of having count leverage on both sides of the ball. So
yeah. And in these close games, you guys maybe just falling 1 or 2 runs short in, it's not like you guys have been getting severely out hit either. In a lot of these games, you're even out hitting the opponent, but just maybe not able to get some of those runs across the plate. So what does it take to be able to get some of those runs to bring them in? Is that more of a momentum thing, a confidence thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, baseball is one of those things that sometimes the harder you try, the harder it is. And you got to let the game come to you. And you got to believe in your process and believe that it's going to happen and just play each pitch the right way. And when you do that, you give yourself an opportunity for success. But you got to visualize that happening. You got to visualize seeing that pitch, come hot off your barrel and stay balanced and keep things simple. And sometimes it's harder said than done, especially when things aren't coming easy. And yeah, it really just comes down to playing each pitch the right way. And it's something we're capable of doing. But yeah, it's something that's required for winning.
Thanks, Max.
Hey, Max, quick question. How do you guys try to bounce back tomorrow with a positive attitude? I mean, there's still a lot at stake. The season's far from over. How do you guys bounce back, and stay positive about tomorrow's game?
Well, that's a decision you make from the second that you wake up. Obviously, today was a tough day results wise for us. I hate losing. I probably hate losing more than I like winning, and that hurts. That hurts. I got a lot of pride. We have a lot of pride in what this program means what this Interlochen OS stands for, and we're not okay with losing. But coming to the field with a positive attitude is something that we can decide on from the second that we wake up, because that's what champions do. Champions come to the field with a positive mindset, a growth mindset, get ready to attack the game from the beginning of the day, from how we recover from the night, what you go and choose to put into your body, the type of sleep you get, the type of breakfast you wake up and eat. Those are all things that you control, and that's what champions do, is they control what they can control. And part of that is deciding that you're going to have a positive mindset, and deciding that you're going to envision our team having success. You're going to envision yourself having success, and that's all part of this. All
right. Thanks, Max.
Absolutely.
Hey, Max, I wanted to ask you about Houston. I mean, I know he's been injured a lot this season, and tonight he played with 5 stitches in his hand. Tell me just a little bit about how tough he is, and whether that helps with the team's morale.
Huey's a really key part of our team, and when we can run him out there to shortstop, we have a lot of confidence in him, knowing that plays are going to be made, and that he's going to play his butt off every time he has a chance. He's a gritty player. He's a tough kid. He's a talented kid, and he's also one of my really good friends, and I love to see him play, and I love being on the field with him. So it means a lot to see him run out there, even when he's maybe a little banged up and working through some stuff with his hand. It means a lot for him to go out there and compete his best. And yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Mitchell, you struck out for the 6 batters you faced. Just kind of what was working well for you today?
Breaking ball was working really well. I was getting in the zone early, and that kind of forced them to chase late, because I knew I could throw it in the zone early.
As a team, you guys you lost both games today. You've had a lot of really close losses against really good competition. Just kind of what's it going to take to get over that hump? We're
just going to have to keep doing what we're doing and keep battling, keep competing, and eventually it's going to go our way. We just got to keep showing up every day and doing what we're supposed to do, and things will start moving in the right direction.
What do you think of Justin's day? Obviously, it seemed like it went well, apart from a couple pitches.
Yeah, he every time he goes to the mound, everybody knows he's going to compete. He gave us his best effort, and that's what he did. Pitch here or there. I mean, it's baseball, it happens, but I'm proud of the way he competed.
Thanks.
Yeah, Mitch, what do outings like this against the top 5 opponents in the country, what does that do for you in your development going forward?
As far as my development, it just gives me more experience, and it's great to get out there and have a positive outing, and it's just something to build on. I mean, baseball is baseball. As long as you're executing your pitches, I mean, no team, and it's just like any other team.
Thanks.
Anything else for Mitch?
Oh, yeah, I wanted to. Hey, Mitch. I wanted to ask you about Houston and the fact he's been playing injured a lot this season. Tonight he played with 5 stitches in his hand, and I wanted to know how, just how tough he is, and whether that helps with the team's morale, knowing that you have a guy that's willing to do that for the team.
Oh, absolutely. He's a grinder. Every day he's going to show up and give us his best, and he's 5 stitches in hand, and he's still got the job done today. So it's awesome to have a guy like that we know we can rely on, and I'm awesome. I'm really glad he's on our team.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Mitch. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Have a good one.
You too. All right, fellas.
Yeah, Josh, I guess just to start, just kind of what are your overall thoughts on the day?
Overall thoughts. Long day at the yard. A couple of hard-fought games, not the results we were looking for. Got to bounce back and sleep quick and bounce back tomorrow and come out here and compete and play just better. Texas is a good team. They showed up in a way that you see why they've been a successful team most of the year. They get good talent. And we faced a couple of good pitchers, and we didn't solve them quite quick enough. And, they made some nice swings of the bat at times. That's baseball, but, we didn't put together a complete enough game to win. That's all there is to it.
I think the radio said something about Parker having an abdominal injury. Just can you give an update on his status?
Parker's out for the weekend. That's all I know at this time. So unfortunately, he will not pitch this weekend. Neither will Justin Robleski.
Gotcha. Who do you know who you're going to tomorrow then?
We'll figure that out as soon as I get done talking to you guys down in the coach's locker room and get a game plan ready for tomorrow. We're a little shorthanded, so we'll have to kind of think our way through it now that we saw how these first two games played out.
Gotcha. I think 4 of your losses this year against top 8 opponents have come from have just been 1-run difference. Just kind of what's it going to take to get over that last hump that you guys got to get over?
Small things. We definitely have the ability to make those adjustments and conquer some of those pitches. But games are the cumulative effect of just playing all the pitches over the course of 9 innings as good as possible. And to lose a 1-run game against a good team, we've just got to be a little more one-run savvy in places, and that could be maybe laying off a 3-2 pitch and drawing a walk, or something as small as maybe just being in the right place and catching a 2-strike base hit that maybe falls in front of you that you snag. So it's a small line. It's a fine line between winning and losing 1-run games. And we have competed hard. We've been in position many times. A couple of these games have eluded us. You're right, they have, and we've got to continue to put ourselves in position and then finish some of the things that we started, and kind of get over that hurdle. That's where it's at.
Thanks, Josh.
You're welcome.
Hey, Coach. I wanted to ask you about Houston and the fact that he's been playing injured a lot this season. And then tonight he played with 5 stitches in his hand. Tell me a little bit more about just how tough he is and whether that helps with the team's morale, knowing that you have a guy that's willing to go out there and do that for the team.
Huey is a tough kid, and he has played nicked up, and there's been a lot of them do it. And I appreciate all their effort to play through the bumps and bruises that the game of baseball offers us. That's part of the game. And, you start off the season hopefully 100%, but rarely do you ever feel 100% the rest of the way. So Huey and his teammates have all fought hard for us, and I appreciate their effort.
Yes, sir. And when do you think he'll be back to full strength?
I do not have any way of knowing that. I have limited ability to forecast the future on some of these guys' health. I hope all of them get back to full strength. We do all we can to rest them and take care of them and treat them and all those great things.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Josh, just quick. I know your teams in the past have had a tendency of getting hot at the right time down the stretch for the postseason. What does this team need to do to get to that point? And do you think that you have the pieces to be able to get hot there near the end of this year?
No doubt in my mind we have the pieces. We just got to keep plugging away and working at the game and working to get better and believing in each other and focusing on the controllable things that we have, which is the preparation, the competitive spirit, and the belief in one another. Those things are all within our control, and it's through that process that you catch fire and ultimately play your best at the end. So, yes, I believe in this team a lot. I've said that many times. I tell them that. I've told you guys that. It's the truth. I believe in what we can do, and we just got to keep pushing forward as a team. That's all there is to it. There is no, there's no secret sauce that teams choose to sprinkle or break out at a certain time of the year. It's hard work. It's grit and determination. You can work hard and play hard and things don't go your way. There's no guarantees that's always going to happen. But if you stay with it, you believe in yourself, which we do, and you have good players, which we do, you're going to turn it. You're going to turn it your direction, and then you're going to get that momentum that you need. So the willingness of the kids to work every day is fantastic. I couldn't ask for more out of them. Appreciate them a great deal. And that's where you got to go. You got to stay with the solid plan that you set out with to start the year.
And my last thing for you, I know you mentioned a little bit shorthanded there, pitching wise. How do you think the bullpen can help pick up the slack in that? And what have you seen from their development? You got a lot of young guys there in the pen. Just how have you seen them grow throughout the season?
I think today the relief work from Mitchell was great. I thought Kale came in and kept it close. I thought Trevor Martin's inning was super impressive. So I think those guys are doing what we need them to do. They're doing what they expect themselves to do, and they're doing what they train to do, which is go out and throw quality strikes and mix pitches. So that's where we're at. We want to keep running them out there and believing in them, and that's what it's going to take. That's why it's a team, and if somebody's out, somebody else is in, and those guys who jump in there are going to do a good job.
Thanks, Josh.
You're welcome.
Hey, Coach, quick question. I know Christian had a tough day at the plate. Is there something you have to say to him to get his confidence back for tomorrow, or you just let him be and he'll be fine?
Well, I think every lineup there's a hitter that if somebody's really, really going good and hot, the other team makes it a point to try to neutralize or take that hitter out of the mix. And I think they pitched him tough today, and so it kind of goes with the territory of being a really good player and a really good hitter. Some days they're going to focus on you and come after you with the best pitches they have. And today I think they did a nice job of pitching him differently all the way through the games. And that's baseball. He'll bounce back. One thing about him, he is a tough dude, and he cares about this a lot, takes it very personally. No one said it was always going to be, as easy as 5 for 5. So it doesn't mean you get down on yourself. It just means you turn the page and come out tomorrow ready to go.
All right, thanks, Coach.
You're welcome. Okay, thanks.
Thanks, guys.